are back in the mine, friends. Let's see if we can get an overhead view here. The mine is, it's bigger than ever. I moved the big bagger up there. Currently removing the tracks and trying to doze out down here. Probably gonna move the 8000 down here and start cutting the lip down right here and getting it dozed out and ready to keep moving down. We changed direction from going up to going down. We're gonna try and get into some stone, get more than just the pay dirt out of here. Nothing wrong with pay dirt, but there's much more money to be had. As you can see, I was kind of making my way to connect that all as one big lot, but I don't know, I didn't like that I was using such a large machine for such a medium task. That plant is loud. Alright, we're gonna get away from the plant. If you want a tour, there is a previous video, but yeah. Anyways, let's get into some operating. I think we're gonna bring that 8000 down. We've got it fairly nice and dozed out. We're gonna start just throwing some dirt off to the side and trying to get a truck ramp. See where we can get with that for right now. Probably have the trucks come in. I'm gonna remove some more of those. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really want to doze that out because it's all super flat over there. I might just run the roller right here. But yeah, we'll probably bring the trucks down. I'm thinking to start at this end over here. We'll cut in a bench at max depth of the 8000, and then we'll kind of blend it in with a road coming down. Hopefully it can reach out far enough to get the big truck down there, the 500, but I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna get some machines moving, get rid of a bunch of these. I don't think I'm ever gonna bring the bagger back down here, but who knows. I'll work on moving that 8000 over. Ooh, another big update. Well, not really, but it is something that I'm super excited about. Is this road over here on the side of the plant where I was in that dozer. I finally got around to connecting that. I have to clean up all of this stuff right here now. But I did end up connecting this road all the way around. So this will act as an actual bench sooner rather than later. I'm going to excavate back a little bit more on this part so that we can get the big trucks through a little bit easier. We can get, I think it's the 300. That smaller big truck, I think we can get that through there if we really hug the edge. I don't remember. It's been so long. I'll curl this up, get into our cab here. Where's my tracks at? I don't know if this is gonna fit, so we might have to take the cheaters out. Spawn it in over there, but we'll find out here in just a second. Ooh, I am actually really excited too. If you guys noticed on that, on the dozer, it actually added some stuff to the HUD there. It makes it so much. I mean, we're talking like phenomenally easier. Ooh, this might be tricky. Where is the track at? But yeah, the dozer, I mean, I genuinely could not stand running a dozer before, but they added an update. Supposedly it's a grader too. I haven't tried it, but I do have a grader that I would like to try it on. I just haven't yet, but hopefully here soon I'll be able to get more into all of the machines. Get a little bit better taste of what's going on. Oh, this thing is slow. I'm gonna do that in first person just because it's a little quieter, I think. Maybe. I don't know. It is a little bit, but not much. Apparently, I haven't messed around with too much since the major updates, but I've noticed a few little differences in the excavators as well. It's a little bit easier. You can kind of use like a side swipe motion. I don't know what it's actually called, but it is just like you take the side of you take your bucket and lay it flat with where you want the grade to be, and that's side swipe. And it actually works fairly decently, which never used to. So that's super nice. I'm gonna turn this game volume down real quick. Alright, there we go. That should be a little bit more bearable on the ears, I hope. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was really thinking we were going to be in for it. That really wasn't that bad of a drive, so. Maybe start trying to cut in a little bit of a road before we get too carried away with grading it out or cutting in our bench. We're going to get positioned over here. I still feel like that's super loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit more. Not that. Alright, hopefully that's a little better. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Alright. We're gonna get turned around so we're on the edge here. And we're gonna get back into first person, especially now that we... But yeah, basically what I was saying is you can set your bucket down. Sometimes it messes up, it digs a little bit. But yeah, you can set your bucket down and kind of, if you don't do it too much, but kind of do a side swiping motion like that to get your grade, which is super nice. Especially for like digging out grades and stuff. If you're trying to do like a ramp per se, you can park yourself on the angle that you want the ramp to be and then just bucket swipe. I'm gonna throw a bunch of this down here and and just kind of try and get that to be a little bit wider. Try and not to go too steep on this, but it's been a while since I've played. It's been a while since I've done anything of significance in this game, so bear with me as I not relearn the controls, but kind of re-get the feel for it. Throw a bunch of material down there. Build this out so it's not as bad. Hopefully we can kind of use that as a benching point. Might get the dozer over here to smooth that out just a hair. But I want to roll it. I'll dig it out a little more. I'll roll it. See where we're sitting with that. But yeah, let's I know it's not gonna be pretty, especially just getting back into it, but we'll get the roller over. Yeah, that's a little rough. That's a little rough. Let's scooch back a little bit. Make the ramp a little bit wider. That way some of the bigger stuff can come through here. Dirt physics have gotten quite a bit better, which is, I mean, it's just phenomenal that they're working super hard on the physics of the game itself as well, because that's a huge point for a lot of the players. And you think to have like the physics actually, oh, what the heck happened there? Anywho, to have the dirt physics actually work similar to like how actual dirt works. I know that's nearly impossible. But yeah, it has come a long way. Which is something that I am very excited for, just to see where they continue taking this game. Because when I started, I mean, it was literally like, it's super hard to explain, but if you know what Reese's Puffs cereal are, that's what all of the dirt looked like when you scooped it up. Like it became its own individual chunks, and it wasn't a mess, but it wasn't great either. But it's certainly much better. What? Why is this bouncing? Let's see what we can do here to kind of work that in. That is very steep. I don't know how a haul truck is going to make it up that super easily, but I'll maybe get the 300 over here and test it out a little bit before we try and bring the 500 down. I don't really know if I need the 500. I don't think the 500 is big enough, or like I think the 500 might still be a step too big for this machine, the 8000, to keep up with. I've never tried it, especially from benching above the machine. It should be alright. I just know that this ramp is not going to work at all for getting that 500 down there. This thing is way too narrow for that. I will say the compaction, like the rollers and the shovel physics, still super wonky. Like if I take my shovel down in that hole right now, I could refill that in entirely when it's supposed to like compact it and make it flat. It like just kind of creates dirt almost. We might get a dozer over here even to push some of that. That's actually, I think I might, to push all of this off and create more of a squared, I don't know. We'll see. Let's bring the, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna be a cheater. I do not have my 4,000 with me. Inventory's a mess. Don't look at it, please. We're gonna grab my 4,000. Wherever it is. 2,000, 8,000, 4,000. There we go. We are gonna take that. We are gonna put that right there. I'm gonna move this roller a little more out of the way. This is a really long save. Alright, let's get back into first person. And we will take this bad boy out over here. See what we can do. I'm fairly certain I should be able to kind of push a little bit. It's just kind of wonky because the dirt goes in the bucket and then like that. It goes into the bucket and then falls back out when you push it, which kind of irks me the wrong way, but try and get a little bit of this pushed out. Make this ramp a little bit wider for some of those bigger machines to get down here. I don't know, this might not work with the dirt falling out like that. I'm just trying to get close enough to where I could push it out past the point of where I want it. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to. That's all just falling right back into where I just pushed it from, so I don't know. I mean, I guess if I keep working it down the hill like that, it'll eventually get there. Yeah, that should never happen, getting an overload bucket on pushing dirt away from the machine. But I think it's working for the most part. It's not perfect by any means, but it's getting somewhere. Kind of nice because it's creating like a little bit of a barrier to help stop machines from going off the edge. But I don't know. We might just get this as close as possible and then bring the dozer in to really clean it up. much we've pushed out. A mini X would be so fun in this game, to have the blade to like just sit here and push the material with me. That would be really fun. But push this out a little bit more. Hopefully it turns out decent when I'm done. Might be as good as we're getting it with the excavators. Yeah, I should have pushed it out a little further, but it should be alright for right now. That's the only kind of iffy thing about it is not going to get much material out on this down slope, but we'll be getting enough into the earth that it's making it worth it. Get this roller all the way packed out of the way, bring a truck down, might do a little bit of dozing in a minute. This game, moving material in this game is not the most fun by yourself, but if you're just moving material with the excavators like side to side, it's pretty fun. At least I like it. I think it's fun. That should be plenty out of the way there. Let's run and grab that 300. Wherever it is. I think this is our 500. No, that's the 500. This might be the 400. We'll see if it fits down. I'm just gonna back it all the way. As much as we can, I guess. I'm really hoping this isn't too steep, because it would suck to lose a truck down the mountain. But you win some, you lose some, you know what I mean? Alright, we're gonna get that guy there. We'll get down out of there, start loading her up. Looks like pay dirt already, that's weird. I had a stop hater, it was under the overburden, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just deep enough on the mountain that it's right there below the surface. Oh no, that's not pay. It's kind of pay dirt. There's pay dirt right there. I mean, I'm definitely already into it now. Get this thing a couple more, maybe 2 more scoops. And it looks like it's full, considering. It's not full. It should not be falling out of the sides like that, but oh well. Undercutting just a little bit. Yeah, that's going to be a pain to do every single time. Might have to bring, I don't know. Might have to do something about that. It's going to be a pain to get started on that hill. That's apparently also still a little steep. I guess, yeah, looking at it from up here, it is a decent bit steep. I want to know if this thing has power, though. I don't remember if I ran power out here. Looks like I should. Check and see. Okay, yeah, they've got power. I don't want that. Nice. Turns out we missed. Turns out we're struggling with turning. Oh, there's a decent little lip there. Ooh, that's a little sketchy there. We might lose this truck. We might lose the truck. I think that's my current biggest quarrel with this game is the trucks not being full, but somehow material spilling outside of them and creating lumps. I mean, I know I'm not the smoothest operator, but I'm decent enough to know that I'm dumping it over the bed of the truck. conundrum here, friends. Bring the come on, you can do it. Oh yeah, that's way too steep for a truck to get down in. You can do it. No? You can't do it? Come on. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that beauty. Alright. We are going to completely change course. And I think you guys know what I'm gonna do. Thinking we might even need to start a little bit further back and push a bunch of this down. That's one thing we don't want to do is send the dozer down the hill. That would not be fun. Yeah, by this thing's standard, I am days beyond too steep. A bunch of this pushed out. Make this thing wider while we're at it. Since we're going already, we may as well, right? The blade seems like it should be cutting out way more than it is. Like, I mean, I'm full throttle into the ground right here. And it's just not doing anything. see how little that's done for me. I mean, it's definitely not smoothed it out. What am I looking for? It's definitely made it way more traversable. However, that's not okay. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe controls, dozer, blade down. I mean, I've been trying that. With tilting? Is it doing what we want it to do now? Is it doing the thing? Looks like that cut out a decent little bit. Oh yeah, that's going down. That's going down. See what we can do from back here now. Okay, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're doing the things. I feel like this is exactly what we needed. Try and cut a little bit of this out. See how much of a difference that makes, if it's even worth doing this. I mean, honestly, that's going. It's not going the best, but it's going. I mean, I wonder if maybe a loader. I just don't like loaders. I don't like running loaders in real life. I don't like running loaders in this game. I just don't like loaders. I don't know. We'll get a couple more passes in with this and see what it does. to take a while to doze this down to a passable ramp, but got a little wild on that one. Not proud of that pass. Alright, let's check that out. So it looks like maybe we just need to excavate and dump back into here. Work this ramp down and around. Keep pushing the material out. But it's a lot later than I expected, and I've got to be getting up in the morning, so I'm going to cut it there. Decently happy with the progress. I mean, I did spend a lot of time just moving machines around and getting ready for it, but anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Come back for the next episode, and hopefully see you next time.